This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
We're back for a very special episode.
And I have a snack.
Great introduction. You know what?
That's what I do best.
I've been doing this shit. I have been doing this shit for almost, I believe we're coming up on the 5-year anniversary.
Whoop, whoop.
Damn.
June 30th will be the 5-year anniversary of when the first episode of Underhaven ever happened. And it's been an absolutely fucking wild ride. I need to actually go and tally up how many streams I've done because it's some fucking absurd amount. But we're gonna be
fuck ton.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a bit of a celebration. I don't know when June 30th is gonna fall on, but no matter what, I'm gonna try and do a bit of a celebration of it.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, we already got a bunch of fucking people in the chat already. By the way, is this the actual time that we should start streaming? Is this the real day? Like, you know, is this better than Saturday? Is Saturday too crammed? We got a bunch of beautiful people in the chat already, hanging out, ready for content. We got J Troydo. We got Lusty McButt, who apparently dropped the link out there. Thank you very much. I love your username as always. We got Eyes. We got Yarn. We got Dragon Jim. We got
Mango's on the way.
Sorry. Oh, she's on the way?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to. Sorry, I was having an ADD moment.
You're good, you're good. I'm just saying hi to the beautiful people. We got Mickey Richards. We got Wilson.
Who's that guy?
Yeah,
Who's that volleyball guy?
Did I already say hi to Dragon Jim? If not, then you get 2 hellos. and yeah, we got some of the lovely people who are either on the panel or will be here soon. We got Fit, we got Mango. I know Jan said some shit in the chat earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say some shit at some point,
True, yeah. You know what? If you're not on the show, you're in the chat most of the time.
Oh yeah, usually when my sleep schedule will fucking allow it.
Yeah, your quote unquote sleep schedule.
Yeah, my sleep schedule.
Which sounds almost as fucked up as mine, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I got the spicy brain kind
we're
of thing.
three of a pair here, aren't we? Or three of a kind, or whatever the fuck the phrase is. Because my sleep schedule is also terrible and terribly inconsistent. But I feel like unlike you two, I don't have any legitimately good reason why it should be. So should probably work on that shit. But yeah, nice to have everybody fucking here. Nice to have everybody here. We got Mud. We got Bill Portley. We got a bunch of people still showing up. We'll probably jump right into the fucking content. I do want to say, guys, if you end up liking this shit, you know what to do. Drop a like, spread this shit around like a Canadian wildfire. And
too soon.
No. I'm the one breathing that shit in my lungs. Don't tell me too soon.
You're not the only one. Our AQI is like 70. Right
Wait,
now.
so is it actually starting to like move? I heard that it was going to go to like.
Oh yeah, it's terrible in the Midwest right now. Like,
yeah, our air quality's been
better. There were places in South Dakota that were registering a 500.
That's terrible. All right, so now I feel like I can't make that joke because now it's other people's like suffering at the expense of it. And our air quality's been good.
I don't fucking go outside that often anyway. So
hey, welcome Mango. Welcome aboard.
Hi.
Hello, my favorite fruit.
I just made a really I guess it's not super uncouth, but I made a questionable joke. What's up, Spherical Man? Hope you're having a good night. We got Widow's son too. Damn, we got a bunch of beautiful people heading in on in tonight. It's fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know where to begin with. You know what?
We begin at the beginning.
I think,
well, obviously,
Well, yeah.
No, we're gonna begin at the end and work backwards.
Work our way
what
back.
y'all don't
Benjamin
realize
Button. Okay.
is you should be thankful I'm not beezing tonight and I'm just drinking tea because at least now my neurospicy brain is semi under control.
kinda, sort of.
Not by much, but low bars here. Low bars.
We have so much.
Wait, there's a bar?
Yeah, it's real
low.
low.
Where's the bar?
Yeah,
I want to
they're
go.
low down, but yeah. All right, so you know what? Since Mango just arrived here, I want to play something. I want to play something that she made.
Just special for Mango.
Yeah, just special for Mango. Something I wanted to play last time. We just didn't have the chance. But yeah, this is
Oh fuck yeah! I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Sorry.
This is her Corky edit. For the longest time, I thought this guy was called Quirky, but no, it's Corky in it, like with a quirky.
Also, Underhaven, did you hear the news?
What's the news? News on this guy? Oh yeah. He found a new relationship, didn't he?
Him and Sabella. I did not need that on my fucking timeline, but here we are.
Well, I mean, it was obvious. It was so obvious from the jump. Like, people that didn't see that coming or surprised, you're dumb. I'm sorry.
Well, what I didn't need to see was the screenshot of her talking about how he distracts her with sex, and I was like,
I did not.
Whoa!
I didn't need to see that
Whoa,
on my Twitter timeline.
They just revealed themselves to be together, and they're already talking about that shit like out.
Yeah, she made some comment.
Nick distracts her from the things that like bother her with sex, and it's like, bro.
That's the part I didn't need on my timeline.
Yeah,
Them
I didn't need either part.
Not
honestly.
shocking. Yeah.
First of all, I didn't need to see. Need to see Corky being happy. That's the worst part of it all. But I definitely didn't need to get the gross details about it. You know what I mean?
Do you think they're trying to be like the level up, like the Pokemon level up version of Shani and Rev? Like, I got questions.
Yeah, they really are. Oh my god! Can you imagine, like, if they end up going on similar hijinks?
Did I just make a joke? Look at me go.
Yes, you did. You
Look
really
at
did.
Go.
It's a bit too accurate though.
I should be sober more often.
They're starting out broke though. We don't have to worry about, big money spending because they have none.
Well,
It's
that's
like
what I'm saying.
how,
The fuckery gets started early, you know?
It's like how Pokemon every fucking generation for some reason they try to make like a new Pikachu. This is just like we're gonna get a new lolcow couple every time the old one stops being relevant. So I wonder what the next one will be. Will Von Helton hook up with somebody? I wonder.
Oh god.
Can you imagine?
Now
Can
that
you
definitely
imagine
will
that
open
shit?
a portal. That's opening a portal. That's like a Ouija board on crack.
It really fucking is. All right, let's see this fucking edit of yours, Manga.
Hell yeah.
You called this shitty. You said this was
It is
shitty.
really shitty.
All right, let's see it.
I ain't no nice guy. I'm a real man.
There the real man goes.
Real fucking funny.
Oh my god! All right, so just based on looking at the video, I couldn't really tell it was him, but I heard him, and it sounds yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him, definitely.
That's him getting dragged across the street.
That's his fucking shouting.
He's a real man that gets dragged across the street like a bitch.
Someone should ask Sabella if that's how he sounds when he nuts.
Ain't no nice guy.
God damn it.
What? What? Am I wrong? Come on. All right. And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. All right, everybody, that's the show. Good night. No.
Bacon God, what's your main accounts? Dang, my main account's still blocked here. Well, who's your main account? So we know whether or not to block this one too.
Oh my god. I think this might be somebody who I was talking to in Lord of Patriarchy's channel fucking recently. I don't know them by name, like I don't actually know them, but apparently they were like they were talking about race in the chat, and if this is the same person, it might not be. If this is the same person, I have no idea what your conversation was about. But if you're talking about like a very sensitive subject and one of my mods banned you, it was almost certainly for a good reason. It was almost certainly for a good reason.
It just helps to know like what your main account's name is. So like, because I'm one of the mods here, like if I recognize the name, like that helps.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. It doesn't really help if we don't know who you are. So yeah. Anyway, what the fuck's next? There's so much to goddamn talk about.
Oh, thank you, Spherical Man. I worked very hard on that shitty edit.
Wait, you think that's worth the entire live stream? All right, fuck it. I'm ending it now.
I did not get out a snack for nothing. What the fuck?
Wow,
I made more tea for this.
I don't want that. I don't want that to go to waste. Don't fall for it, Bacon.
Please don't. It's gluten-free popcorn. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna hear from Bacon God again.
I didn't think popcorn had gluten. It was gluten-free.
Oh my god! Wow, that's so bad. We both made the same terrible.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody's got to fucking take the bullet here and fucking make the shitty puns. That's kind of my job. That's my job. I make the shitty puns. I know people who make shitty puns. That's kind of my life.
Yeah, I mean, you're surrounded by people perpetually. That's kind of what our Discord server is. Like
yeah.
You see it as a punishment?
Oh, stop! All right, you know what? Now I know we need to get to some fucking content.
Okay, that's.
You've cultivated this. I feel like I should remind you, Anna. You cultivated this community.
Well, I guess I was raised right.
We were invited here, like on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Which one start with?
I knew what I was getting into. All right, so we need to address something. Something we'll probably talk more about on Saturday, but I do want to at least touch upon this a little bit because people in the community have probably seen us talking about this. At least one of us. And Dave went on another spree. Deleted 3 live streams. One where he talked to Lizard, and one where he talked to me, and the other one was just like he was just an in between those two.
Is him being sensitive?
Yeah. So this finally got me to get off my ass and find a way that I can like record videos directly from my screen. So I have a new setup on like Streamlabs OBS, or I guess it's just Streamlabs now because they had the legal issues. Yeah, that's a whole fucking story within itself. But yeah, I figured out how to record videos directly from the screen. It's not going to be as high quality as if you like rip them directly, but in cases like this, when it comes to like Dave, I'm going to start doing this like to make sure that I don't miss out on key moments.
Yeah. Because he can't keep getting away with this.
He can't. Yeah, he can't keep it.
You usually have like a really good, hour-long window from the time his stream ends.
True.
To him deleting it. So, like, you can start late on recording and it be fine. I actually use StreamYard to record.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you did
because,
that. All right.
Yeah, you can set it to a record-only mode, or you can just do a privated live stream and stream snipe him basically without you like in the stream at all, just sharing your screen.
Wow. Yeah, he can't keep getting away with this. No, seriously, he can't keep getting away with this because this was luckily like the best performance I've had against Dave arguably is the one that actually like stayed up, like that one that we covered fairly recently. Like on the last stream that we talked about, we covered it. That's probably my best performance against Dave. I just had some fun here because there was a point, and I know I think Mango, you saw this for yourself. I don't know if you caught it live, but he completely lost control of his stream. He couldn't talk, he couldn't be heard. The stream was still live, and I basically became the new host for like 20 minutes or so. It was
there was I got a screenshot of Dave live on air outside of his Google Meet, drunk, super focused, trying to get back in. But he was so focused and trying to get back in and so drunk that he couldn't figure it out on the first Google Meet window. So he opened a second identical window and was stuck at the entrance just staring at it.
Oh my God. Yeah, he had no idea what to do. And like, I watched it back because I did watch it back for like a very brief amount before I had to fucking, go take care of other shit that day. But like, I had no idea how he like had such gross incompetence, and like it's like we bring up pretty fucking frequently on this show. He went to school for this type of shit. He should know how to fucking broadcast. Like he was literally fucking educated on it.
Was he super sloshed? Is my question.
Oh, he was very.
Oh
sloshed.
Yeah, no, he was
sloshed.
He was sloshed by Dave standards. Like
by Dave standards?
Oh, yeah, Jesus. By Dave standards. Like
an entire mattress factory in the wind.
Yeah, not just like 20 beers, but probably like 50 beers. Like, and
50?
That's probably not an exaggeration.
Shit, that's way too much.
That was a joke, but
oh yeah.
I mean, would you really be surprised if you heard that?
No, 50 beers. That's a lot of.
I really don't think that a human being can like physically consume that many beers. But
there was only one person who could, and he's been dead for a while.
Oh my God!
I don't know what the fucking world record is.
I read Widow Son's comment, and I said, "Hi, I'm Dave." In my head.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I suck at everything, including life.
It's a fucking earworm. It gets stuck in your head whenever you see Dave. It's like, hi, I'm Dave.
Who the fuck started that first?
Yeah, I have no idea. Was it Widow's son who started that?
It was Widow's son.
I think so.
All right, of course it is.
Oh, wow.
That's why when I saw his name, I was like, "Hi, I'm Dave."
Actually, no, it wasn't Widows who started it first. It was Jello Shots who initially started it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But all he did was sound like a racist Kermit whenever he did it. And then Widows took it over, and it's funny because Widows sounds how Dave looks. So it's perfect.
Yeah, it's freaky how like accurate it is.
All right, someone asked how he's still alive with all the fucking beer that he drinks. Well, you know what? I've got a song for you. It wasn't made for Dave, but it perfectly represents his life, and I think it'll explain why he's allowed to get away with drinking so much beer.
Oh God.
Spider-Man takes a dump in a coffee can, plays some games with a grudge, gonna shit out some anal fudge. Look out, here comes some shitty games. Alcohol is his power source, takes a piss like a drunken horse, climbs a wall, then he falls. This game sucks his spider balls. Oh no, he's playing the shitty games. When he plays his games, he feels so ashamed. He shoots web from his wrist, but now Spider-Man's fucking pissed. Angry nerd, rather suck on a frozen turd or eat some crap from a moose. Gonna chug down some poopy juice. These games are such a great big fuck up. They make you wanna throw up all over Spider-Man.
All right.
Poo.
Yeah, that's my theory. Alcohol is his power source. But you know what? My question for the audience is, what was Dave's canon event? You know? All right, someone will get that joke. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, someone will get that fucking joke. All right, well. Yeah, no, that's my fucking theory. Like, I genuinely do believe that, like, instead of blood, he's got, like, alcohol coursing through his veins and shit like that.
He's got blood in his alcohol stream.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck was that? Just like, I don't know.
That was art.
Yeah, that was an art piece. It was the Angry Video Game Nerd. He's a classic YouTuber. You know, he made a song about Spider-Man being drunk because his video games suck. I don't know what else to tell you. But
to be fair, though, most of Spider-Man's video games did suck.
Yeah,
they were terrible. They were
until they started making like 3D ones, and they started to get pretty good. But
it was
terrible.
Oh yeah, no, I still have fucking Spider-Man for the Game Boy. I can't play it. That shit's horrible.
Oh yeah, that's one of the games that they talk about. It's terrible. Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, that's you mean like the original Game Boy, not the GBA, right? Like, I think I know what game you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
that one just seems terrible. Like,
oh no, it was terrible. It was bad. It was awful. Do not play it. 0 out of 10. I might play it on live stream sometime just for people.
Yeah, I'd love to see that as like some type of weird torture stream. That'd be funny. All right, so I don't normally like to speak ill of the dead, but someone passed away recently who is like really fucking bad, and whenever someone passes away, I seem to like see people soften up on them a little bit, and I just want to play. I wanted to play this clip to remind you. I wanted to play this clip to remind you how bad this person was. This is a clip from Pat Robertson. Yes.
He's such a piece of shit.
You want to read that title for me, Mango? What's that say?
Pat Robertson tells man to beat his wife, move to Saudi Arabia.
Move to Saudi Arabia. So let's see his rationale here real fast. After this, we'll dive into the Vaughn thing, I think. But I want to show you another old bastard who in this case is no longer with us, but at least he can't continue to fucking manipulate people's minds. I'll say that much.
This first one comes from Michael, who says, my wife has become a real problem. She has no respect for me as the head of the house. She insults me. She even went as far as stretching her hand to beat me. I've lost my self-confidence. Her words hurt so much, and she refuses to talk through our problems. Please tell me what I can do.
Well, you could become a Muslim, then you could beat her.
Whoa! What? Wow! What the fuck?
That's to be clear. This is not the first time I played this on the show. It's just like the best highlight of how terrible a person he is.
Actually, hang on. I think I have something for you to highlight just how terrible. Actually.
Oh really? Well. Here's the thing, man. Like, he tries to play this off as a joke, but like, it was still the first thing that came to his fucking head.
Oh, he's dead ass serious.
Oh, he's
Oh, you think he's being 100% serious? I mean, I thought he was just making a really, really bad fucking joke. That's not.
No,
funny.
He's a piece of shit.
All right, yeah, I guess I'm not surprised either way, but.
But in lieu of that,
you don't want to go to Saudi Arabia?
No.
Wow, maybe he is serious. Jesus
in lieu
Christ.
Of that, like I like your segue there, like. So ignoring what Pat just said.
Yeah, but let's just go over that shit and pretend like, you know what, the network advertisers pay no heed to that. Pay no heed to that.
Oh, they don't have to worry about network advertisers. They're on the Christian Broadcast Network.
Is there no ads on that fucking channel? I didn't know that.
I've never
seen there's ads on there.
I've never seen it either.
There's some ads, but they're ads for other channels that have the same ideals. You'll also sometimes catch ads for like Hallmark movies.
And the Christian Shopping Network and shit.
Yeah.
The Christian Shopping Network. All right. And I guess that explains that they're all in the same ecosystem, so they don't give a shit if they go off the fucking rails. Like
I think this man's got to stand up to her, and he can't let her get away with this stuff. And
would he be saying the same shit if the roles were reversed? I think he's just upset because it's a husband claiming to be abused by a woman. I'm sure if it was the other way around, he'd be like, "Yep, that's how it's supposed to go, and you just need to learn how to deal with your place." Like, that's what I don't like about this type of fucking shit, especially. It's not only is it fucking cruel and insane, but it's just such blatant hypocrisy. Like, you would never extend the same amount of fucking sympathy to the opposite end of the fucking, the opposite end of the situation. Like, you'd never, like, look at a wife and be like, yeah, you need to get out of that abusive situation. You'd probably just tell her to fucking stay with her. To stay with the fucking abuser. And I have seen Pat Robertson tell women to stay with their abusers before. It's fucking sick and disgusting. But as always, there's a double standard. You know?
I don't care, man, woman, gender fluid, whatever you are. Ain't nobody should be laying their hands on you. Period. End of discussion. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. But with this guy, he, like you said, if it's a man, let's say it's a man beating his wife. Oh, you just got to put up with it because that's just the way God intended. Yeah. But if the woman's beating up the man, then exactly. You have to counter that with more violence and then beat the shit out of her.
It's that double standard. I can't fucking stand that shit. It doesn't. It doesn't matter if it's religion. It doesn't matter if it's fucking politics. I can't fucking stand double standards, especially when it comes to like gender. It's fucking ridiculous and all too fucking goddamn common. But yeah, I mean, this dude who wrote into Pat Robertson claimed that was claiming that this was an abusive relationship. So if so, that's not good. But like, it boggles my mind that his suggestion, like you said, is just just abuse them back. That'll solve the issue, right? Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, of course it will.
And I don't know. I don't think we condone wife beating these days, but something's got to be done.
He doesn't think so, huh?
Do you know that we don't condone wife beating?
Like, how much of an old fossil?
Not these days.
Not these days. Can you tap that back just like 5-10 seconds for me?
And what days were you endorsing this stuff?
Can't let her get away with this stuff. And I don't know. I don't think we condone wife beating these days, but some.
Well, we gotta do something. I cannot.
The way it took him to like process that for a good few seconds, did you notice that? Like, it's so inconceivable to him to treat women with the same respect that you would treat a man. It's like, it's absolutely fucking insane. It's like, yeah, I don't think we're in favor of that anymore, right? Like, how ridiculous. Like
she can't be, out of line, but I don't think we're allowed to beat her. So
maybe the guy just needs a good spanking. Hey, you know what? If it's consensual in the bedroom, you might be onto something, bud. Yeah.
That was a nicer thing than what I was gonna say.
Well, yeah.
There's no Vaseline in hell, my guy. Anywho,
I'm talking about the guy who wrote in, by the way, not Pat Robertson.
That guy too.
I don't think anyone wants to fuck a corpse at this point.
It's got to be done to make her.
And if you wanted to, why would it be Pat Robertson's? That's the thing.
But I mean, why would she not want to talk through their problems? That's so unlike.
She is just totally. She's rebellious. The chances are she was rebellious with her father and mother.
You don't know anything about this woman.
Wow.
You know like one side of the issue, and you're already trying to like be like, "Yup, daddy issues." Like, seriously. Oh my fucking God, that's.
She's a rebellious child, and she doesn't want to submit to any authority. And she probably had temper tantrums when she was a kid, and the little.
Do you notice how he said talking about authority?
Yeah,
my guy. Ain't nobody being an authority over me in a relationship. Fuck out of my face. It
shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't be like that.
Unless you were consenting to that dynamic. That's a little bit different.
I mean,
if you're consenting to that dynamic, for sure. However, he's talking in very general terms, like across the board.
He thinks that's how it should always be, and like, it's not like the he wouldn't be okay with like a man like being like the or a woman being like the breadwinner in a relationship. He wouldn't be okay with like a subversion of that, even if like both traditional gender rules are being fulfilled by someone. He would still be like, nope, needs to be a man doing this, needs to be a woman doing this. Who the fuck gives a shit? As long as two people are with each other and fucking happy. That's all that matters in a goddamn relationship, is two consenting adults being like, hey, I love you.
Wants to slap her father. Well, that's the same kind of thing. She's transferred the father now. She might. I hate to say everything's got to be some psychological counseling, but
Well, no, but
that's what he's been saying the entire fucking time. He's like trying to diagnose someone who he doesn't even know with all this fucking shit.
The very brief, couple sentences this writer put in is not enough to know the full context of what's going on, right? And I'm not saying it's okay that she's harming her husband or significant. I'm not saying that at all. But you are immediately jumping to all this other fuckery, and it's like, how can you give solid advice when you have that very little amount of information about the situation?
I mean, to be fair, everything is just read your Bible and do what it say.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it boils down to in that kind of mindset. That's
all right.
Yeah.
Someone brought something really great up. Maybe it was Rev writing in about Shani. Well, let's read it as if that's the case. My wife has become a real problem. She has no respect for me as head beezer of the house. She insults me, and even went as far as and even oh man, there's got to be a good joke around about this. And she even moved really fast towards me. I've lost my self-confidence. Her words hurt so much, and she refuses. Wow, this really is Rev. Except his name is Michael. But you know, he wouldn't put down Rev. So yeah, when did this come out? 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, you know, yeah, that lines up. Yeah, it's Rev.
No, that was before the Rev Shani saga.
It was like 7 years before the Rev Shani saga. I was just fucking around.
Roughly
They've only
5.
been together for like 4 or 5 years, right?
Okay, so she like forcibly moved in with him right around February 2018.
Forcibly? Like how literal do you mean that?
He gave her money for a hotel room, and she instead packed up the boys, drove up to Pennsylvania, and showed up on his doorstep.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's how that worked.
I had no idea.
You can learn more about that. No, you guys can learn more about that this Sunday when I hold Genealogy 101 class number 2 on my channel.
Oh, nice. All right.
I hosted the first one. It was fabulous. Well, I mean, you know, but it's fabulous.
As fabulous as it can be.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Your little docu series on I'm looking forward to seeing part 2. Hell yeah. All right, hell yeah. All right. Well, let's see what the rest of this guy says, and then we'll move on to another old man.
Oh, I hate to say everything's got to be some psychological counseling, but you know.
Well, no, but I think you need a third party here.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the problem.
If you and your partner are like, if either one of you are expressing any sort of like willingness to do violence towards each other, you need to get the fuck out of there. Both of you. You need to fucking end that shit. It's not going to go anywhere productive. Never. Like, no fucking marriage counsel is going to work that shit out. If violence is on the table, there's no fucking salvaging something. Just my opinion.
Does not understand authority. When she was growing up, nobody made her behave. And now you've got a 13-year-old in a 30-year-old woman's body, and she is acting like a child.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do with that? You can't divorce her, according to the scripture.
Oh my God!
I'm sure you can.
I'm very sure you can. I mean, you can get an abortion through the Bible.
It's better than coat hangers.
No, you can't. Because they pick and choose what's true out of the scripture.
Yeah,
true.
That's just another form of cafeteria Christianity.
Well, I mean, I know some fucking Christians are cool with divorce. Isn't the Church of England like the most notorious one? It was like, yeah, you can divorce whoever the fuck you want.
Yes,
one of our kings did that once.
The Anglicans.
Yeah, the Anglicans. Is that more than just the Church of England?
That's a lot of the allied churches with the Church of England. That's Anglicanism. It's like Roman Catholic light.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds whatever.
You got to go back to the 16th century on that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk. Maybe we'll talk about that another time.
I want to divorce my wife.
Move to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, don't move to England. Move to Saudi Arabia.
Don't move to Saudi Arabia.
Wow, like he just ended that with an outright endorsement of moving to Saudi Arabia. I wonder if he would say that these days with all the fucking shit that's been going on over there. Like, seems like these days the Saudis are on less and less good terms with the fucking Americans. I wonder what Fat Robertson would have to say about that. Oh well. Yeah, we're moving on. Moving on up.
Moving Vaughn.
Yeah, I don't want to move.
Well, okay, you can't say moving on up because I feel like we're just going from one clusterfuck to another clusterfuck.
It should be moving on down.
Yeah, moving
low bars.
Real low bars.
The bars get lower every fucking segment.
Like the bars is low as my Shetland sheepdog who's low to the ground. Like, like the bar's fucking low.
Shetland sheepdog.
There's not even a bar.
My fur babies.
I love that sheepdog. It's
not even a bar. It's a turnstile that barely functions.
See what Underhaven doesn't tell y'all is I don't send them just nasty foodie stuff. I do actually send pictures of my dogs.
Yeah, it's something I actually want to see is cute dogs.
Yes, I do break up the fuckery and the nasty stuff.
When's the last time you've even sent me a fucking foodie picture? It's been probably
it's been a couple months.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten it off easy,
Well, I also decided to take a step away from all that nonsense anyway, so I think that's benefited all of the people in the Discords I'm in.
Yeah,
understandably.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, have mercy.
All right, I did. I had mercy. Oh God.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say. Real quick, this is only about like 1 minute I want to watch here. But
what a pretentious title. Spokesman for the gods.
You are not the spokesman for the gods, trust me.
This guy is a spokesman for slugs.
Yeah, this is the only thing that's willing to live with him these days, honestly. Doesn't have his family anymore, doesn't have his goddamn fucking his animals or anything like that. All he's got is some fucking slugs.
No, he has Floppy. Floppy's a good boy.
Floppy?
Oh, Floppy's a dog.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No!
Floppy's adorable. He calls him Floppy because there's just something wrong with him and he flops. He's adorable. I love Floppy.
Oh man, I love animals, but I don't like them being within any fucking vicinity of Vaughn. So yeah, that's worrisome. I haven't seen a dog. Like I've been watching his streams and like a vulture trying to pick for the fucking good bits of meat on there. But
every now and then you'll see Floppy like laying on the floor behind him.
I'll keep an eye out for Floppy. I guess it's a much bigger trailer now, so there's more fucking space for that.
Yeah, he's over in Alice's trailer, and Alice's trailer before he got in there was fucking immaculate. That shit was amazing.
Top tier. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that he showed off like some of it before he moved into it, and it seemed like an actual fucking respectable dwelling. Unlike whatever the fuck Vaughn had. But yeah, I can quickly see this must be his living space because it's quickly degraded the most in quality of anything. Mm-hmm. There's so much crap here, like fucking lamps that he's not using, unidentifiable electronic devices and fucking books.
Oh, he just moved his shit right in.
Yep.
Oh, damn everything else.
To my knowledge, that was Alice's room.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
And to my knowledge, I am unsure if he has done it yet, but that we are aware of, someone can correct me, he hasn't changed the sheets yet.
What? No way. Like, I'm not surprised, but that's his
Please someone correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, he did not change the sheets yet.
Damn, she died on that fucking floor. Are you kidding me, Leslie?
Well, she died a couple days later in the hospital, but essentially, yes, because that's the floor where he left her.
That's where Vaughn left her, yeah.
Strokes. Yeah, for hours.
Jesus Christ.
That's the one.
Wow. All right. Well, he has this wild fucking conspiracy theory in his head about how he almost got his kids back, but the trolls, haters, and naysayers prevented it all. Let's take a look.
We gotta set this up because some people don't know what's going on, and the trolls know exactly what the fuck's going on because they're the ones that did it. But for those people that may be sitting on the fence or be new to the channel, they probably haven't got a clue. So basically what happened was, folks, I was a hair's breadth of being monetized on Twitch.
That's already a lie. He was not anywhere fucking close to getting monetized as far as I'm aware. Like, he was on Twitch for like how fucking long, and he still didn't get fucking monetized. You have to get some like level of fucking consistent viewership that's not just fucking hate viewers to actually get that shit. You have to have, like...
I think it would be really funny if Vaughn owed Twitch money.
Yeah.
I was bringing in anywhere from 750 to 1,000 views per vid.
No fucking way. Per video. Wait,
No,
per video on Twitch? I know they have clips and shit like that, but that doesn't really track, buddy.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's lying.
Fucking nothing
video
on Twitch.
It really isn't. Like, I don't even believe that he got that much, and it's still goddamn nothing on Twitch. I don't even know if you could get monetized, like, in the way that he's talking about.
Fuck no.
Like, you could maybe become an affiliate, but, like, become an actual fucking Twitch partner, like, that's where the actual money is.
Oh,
that's a lot of...
Oh, you had a freeze frame right there on his face.
I did?
Like, yeah, a little bit back, yeah.
Fuck, I'm not going to be able to get that shit.
Yeah, it's all right.
Which,
it's all right. It's whatever.
Down permanently.
Oh shit! I want
court first made outset kid because
right
anywhere from
it looked like he was either in mid sneeze or mid thought.
Look, look at him right now. That's not much better.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry. He has to actually have a coherent thought to be in between one or the other.
1,000 views per video. Now,
there we go.
That's a lot of views.
Yeah.
But even with that many views, I still wouldn't have been rich. But I would have been making decent money, and I would have been all right. I would have been okay.
So he's trying to make the argument that the money that he could make as a Twitch affiliate is enough, because apparently he was told that if he gets a substantial fucking income, that he might be allowed to get his kids back, which is absurd. That if that's true, that's the most ridiculous fucking shit ever. They should stop giving him the goddamn fucking option. He's done bad on it so many goddamn times. I know their goal is like perpetually, always, under any circumstance, it seems, for some reason, to always try and get them back to the fucking parent, which is fucking dumb, because some parents just aren't fit to have children.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that that's their fucking goal, but like, that's not nearly the fucking amount of money. Because I know, because I've been a fucking Twitch affiliate. We used to do Underhaven exclusively on fucking Twitch and like uploaded the VODs to YouTube. I don't know if anyone remembers that fucking shit, but this used to be a fucking Twitch show. And even when we were getting fucking decent views on there, I was maybe making like, I don't know, like 30, 50 fucking bucks a month. Like, you know, a nice little bit of pocket change for doing some like streaming, but like that's not going to be enough income. The government's not going to see that and be like, "Oh shit, yeah, you can take care of your kids now." $50 a goddamn fucking month, maybe at the most like 100 or so. Like, and that's the thing. I had Twitch subs. Von Helton doesn't have that shit. Like, I can imagine he's getting views from like people in the trolls, haters, and naysayers trying to give him shit, and like, you know, adjacent communities. But like, he's not getting actual like monetization. People aren't sending him donos. People aren't going to send him fucking bits. He's not monetizing that shit. I would be surprised if Vaughn got even like $10 at a month of doing fucking Twitch as an affiliate, even if he was getting the views that he's claiming that he gets here. And yeah, we caught him mid fart right here. We gotta have you on sometime, Widow Son. There's quite a lot of people I want to get on here soon. So yeah, I'll shoot you a link one of these days. So one of these days soon.
I would have been making decent money. Now, we have to set this up right, because you got to understand the minutia and the background stuff that's going on. Because, see, family court had given an edict. The edict was that I find a job online that would bring in enough money to satisfy the court that
I somehow doubt they specifically said that you had to find a job online.
Yeah, most work requirements require that you actually, you know, travel to your place of fucking employment,
which is bullshit.
Put in fucking your 6 to 8 hours if whatever. You
shouldn't have to actually like, you know, show up to a workplace to be considered employed. It's fucking ridiculous that some companies are still fucking mandating that shit after it was proven over the course of the pandemic that working from home for some job positions works very well.
Yeah, but I've been through that. Able-bodied adult without dependent support kind of shit. They make sure that you're gonna work, right, in order to get any like actual benefits.
So that is bullshit. But at least you can confirm to me for sure that what he's saying is also bullshit. Like, he just made that shit up. He's just trying to make himself look better. Like, oh yeah, I can only get a job online. That's the only place I'm allowed to look for work. It's like bull fucking shit. There's no way they fucking said that. Like, I know that you're unwilling to fucking hold a job, but nothing about Von Helton and like nothing about him to me seems like he couldn't actually work a regular job, other than the fact he's fucking insane.
Well, it's like with Rev, when Rev was like, I can't work, no one's gonna hire me, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like the cows, they make up these wild, crazy, detailed excuses as to why they can't work. You just don't want to work.
You really just don't want to. And that's all it boils down to.
You just want to be handed everything, but you're just a shitty individual.
It's funny because like people like Rev and Vaughn are the exact type of people like that they get in the mindset of making fun of on a regular basis that don't actually exist, but they do exist in the terms of being them. So they'll look at people on the left, right, and say, you just want to hand out for everything. You don't want to work. You're unwilling to do all this shit. I've heard
when in reality they're the ones doing it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they're the fucking hypocrites. They're the ones who are completely unwilling to do anything, even closely resembling work. You know, because like. You know what? If Von Helton had some fucking little fucking job that he did at fucking home that he would manage to do online, I'd have some little slither of fucking respect for him, maybe. But no, he doesn't work to support himself. The only things that he's ever fucking gotten in his life have been handed to him, or fucking inherited to him wrongfully, mind you.
Well, I hope somebody has the testicular fortitude to, if Vaughn says something like, I deserve X or deserve Y, right? He should be told, hey, Vaughn, want in one hand, shit in the other, see which one weighs more.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what, though? He'll never have that type of realization, though, because he's completely incapable of fucking critical thinking and self-evaluation. What's up, Jilly's mom? Glad to fucking have you here. Yeah, you know, if you guys, I should give you guys a heads up. I don't talk about this all that much. I really should talk about it more often, but if you guys don't get notifications consistently, join our fucking Discord server. It's one of the best, most chill fucking communities on the entire fucking goddamn platform. You know what? Discord might be going to shit, but you know it's not our fucking Discord server. Go in there and fucking get those notifications. You can sign up for stream notifications. You can sign up for all types of notifications for other shit too. When I upload videos, when I eventually start doing that shit again, all that kind of stuff. So
you can get notifications for voice chats that we don't have.
Yeah, well, I'll start doing those too. I'll start doing those too.
We're still working on those.
Yeah, we're working on
literally those. It's just like a hangout, like what we're doing literally right now, but in Discord. Like
yeah,
pretty much.
You know what though? I did one like last week at some point. So that counts for something.
That does. Yeah. I'm very proud of you. And we should probably have more of them since like we have a voice notification thing set up. And people have it. People have clicked the button to be able to get those notifications, and we never use it.
Yeah. You know what, though? It's better than pinging at everybody for everything.
Oh, yeah. The times have changed, indeed.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, you know what, though? Some fucking jackasses still use that for their Discord servers. No offense to anyone who does, by the way, but, like, man, it bothers me. It really fucking bothers me. It's like my pet peeve. But all right, yeah, let's... only a little bit more of this, and then I want to move on.
As an actual job, and then the court would give me my kids back. Okay? So now I'm a hair's breadth of being monetized on Twitch, which means as soon as I get monetized on Twitch, I had the opportunity to get my kids back.
Not what that means.
No.
Yeah, you have to stream consistently. You have to make a consistent income. Do you know how much... Oh my god, do you know how few streamers actually get to live entirely on their fucking income from streaming? Do you know what a privilege that is?
It's like the 1%, you know?
Not many. It's the sub 1% of streamers.
I just had a thought. This is a textbook lol-cow leap of logic.
Oh yes, it absolutely is. My favorite part of this whole leap of logic being the fact that his children, who are in foster care with a family that they love, have openly said to his face in front of CPS workers that they do not want to go back to his house.
I didn't even
They're
know
going
that
to
much.
listen to the kids.
At this point, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Lusty confirms too. Like, if Lusty says something about Vaughn, I take it as 100% fact. He's never getting the kids back. That's good enough relief for me. Honestly, that's the only thing I was worried about, like, ever. I don't want any of these fucking unfit parents getting their fucking children back. But luckily, it seems like they are fucking free. How long has it been since Vaughn was living with his chillins? Like over a year now, probably, right?
I think, aren't we coming up close to 2 years, Lusty? I think we're coming up close to 2 years.
No way, 2 years?
It's been over a year for sure.
No fucking way. Yeah, I guess we'll wait for confirmation. What did Vaughn do? Did he do something live? He's just up to his usual fucking bullshit, making like bullshit conspiracy and shit.
What do you mean by what did Vaughn do? Like to lose his kids? Because he was neglectful and abusive and all that stuff. That's why he lost the kids.
Yeah, didn't feed them properly, didn't clothe them properly, didn't wash them properly. Yeah.
It only took 13 times of CPS taking them for it to finally stick.
Dragon Jim says they're adopted. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
We knew that that they would be eligible for adoption and stuff like that, but yeah.
I don't know if you don't know if it happened yet. Yeah, I don't. Well, hopefully they get a good fucking family. You know,
a family that literally gives a shit about them. You know.
Yeah, we're getting quite a variety of answers. It seems anything from like 2 to
3 years.
2 to 3 years.
We'll say 2-ish.
Yeah, 2-ish. That's about
2-ish.
right.
2 sounds right because I remember it was like 2021 that Miss Parker was talking to Vaughn and they were fighting about the fact that the kids were gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that. Vaughn has said that they were adopted. Oh, I'm not going to believe that, but
I don't believe
Actually, I would believe Vaughn if he said that they were adopted because, like, that was one of like the biggest points of contention for him was fact that he was adamant that he was going to get those kids back, and it's the trolls, haters, and naysayers' fault that he was never able to maintain his money from YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, okay. This is wild. I missed like an entire year and a half of lore, so I'm just getting caught up. And we just came back like a month or 2 ago, and I'm still getting caught up on all this fucking bullshit. So thank you to everybody who's not only been in the chat watching, but also keeping me up to date with this guy.
Yeah. So if Vaughn said that they were adopted, I believe it 1,000%.
All right. In that case, yeah, I believe it because I wasn't even thinking like how consistently he tries to make things look like they are better than they are in regards to his kids. So why would he lie about that? So yeah, I guess that makes sense.
What the trolls did on YouTube, may they be cursed with death and destruction for life, for the rest of their lives, to 20 generations.
Wait, you want me to be dead for the rest of my life? What?
Dead for life.
Yeah, dead for life.
Do you?
Oh man. Do you even English? Like, seriously.
May they all be cursed. But anyway.
Well,
but anyway.
Yeah,
in other news.
At least a few of them are probably going to have heart attacks in their life.
But anyway, the point is, what they done was they hacked into my Twitch account and filled my...
Oh, he's still on this story.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I've never heard this theory.
Forever.
Never heard this before, until I brought this to you guys, your guys.
It's all kinds of filth. Now, I did not actually see what they wrote because I didn't get a chance to because we did.
Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. Like, even if I was going to believe the first part that he got hacked, which I don't believe, I'm supposed to believe he didn't even see what was written.
That's another Lipo logic.
Whining and crying to Twitch. Oh, look at all this filth in his about section. I don't even go to my fucking about section. Okay, and that's probably why they did it, because they know I don't normally go to my about section.
Sure.
That's where they put all that shit. Put all this nasty shit.
It wasn't your about section that got you banned from Twitch, Vaughn. It was the streams themselves that got you banned from Twitch, Vaughn.
Was it the usual hateful rhetoric he was putting out and all the crazy conspiracy theories, or was it something else?
Yeah, no, that was it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that tracks.
I don't know what it was. Probably
valid enough reason. Like, have you heard the shit that he said? Like, he's literally had someone on his panel support terrorist events.
Mm-hmm.
Sexist, probably racist. Who the fuck knows? But they put all this filth in my about section on Twitch. Then they go crying to Twitch. Oh, look at all the evil shit in his about section on Twitch. And so the Twitch staff bans me.
Wait a minute. Didn't you once make one of your proudest accomplishments towards me that you allegedly got my Twitch account taken down for a day when that never fucking happened?
Underhaven.
Underhaven, I got you taken off Twitch. You were down for a full day. Never got the fucking email. Never saw my account was down. Admittedly, I could have gotten something and missed it, but I never got any fucking notification about anything from Vaughn. And he's bitched in the past about how punitive Twitch is about that type of shit. So he's willing to engage in that type of bullshit and abuse fucking Twitch's oversensitivity for his own gain.
Yeah, like we said, Vaughn got banned for his usual shit.
Yeah, exactly. Medical misinformation. That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, that second part right there. Yeah, Twitch will take you down real quick for that. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, or anything in fucking between. If you say that word, then they're gonna catch you real fucking fast and take you down. So.
Yeah, his usual shit. Yep.
Yep.
Days, literally days before being monetized. And the point of me being monetized on Twitch was so that I could get my kids back.
I guarantee you it was just like Vaughn accidentally copy pasted a bunch of his weird horse mod links into his about section.
Oh no!
And Twitch was like, wait a minute. These aren't the type of Skyrim mods you're supposed to suggest on our website. Like, this is not the kind of gaming that we generally endorse on here. I'm sorry, but yeah, I guarantee you that's why. If it was actually his fucking about section, that's probably what got him taken down.
Okay.
Horsing
so now
around
you
as always.
understand the background. Okay, well, what did we hear in the news today? We heard in the news that Twitch may actually be closing down permanently.
Bullshit. You know what? Okay, so this came out around the time that they put out their new terms of service. He's conflating their new terms of service with this, basically. We could take a quick look at some of the changes Twitch made later on if you want, because yeah, they've made a lot of boneheaded decisions, but it all has to do with like monetization and shit. It has nothing to do with
all of their new like changes and stuff are also extraordinarily broadly written.
Yep.
So
haven't they already walked them back to some extent?
Yeah, they have to some points. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a really consistent thing that like especially social media companies are doing these days, but companies in general, they make a big sweeping statement that they know is going to piss people off, and then they try to like walk it back to make it seem less bad than it was originally going to be if they just announced.
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a Mott and Bailey kind of argument.
Because like the way that they probably see it is like we'll announce more bad than we were going to originally, so that way we only have to walk back less than we would have to otherwise. You know what I mean? They want to minimize that outrage. It's like a controlled burn of a fire. It's pretty fucking wild. Can a volleyball get a link? I don't think I have you on fucking Discord. Otherwise, I'd shoot you a link. Mango, if you have.
I can shoot Wilson a link.
All right,
all right. Shit, the volleyball's coming up. Oh crap.
I guess we'll talk about Vaughn for a little bit longer since he's joining.
Well, you know, Wilson gets spicy. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I never heard that.
They may be closing down permanently. They're definitely on the ropes. I don't know whether they'll close down permanently or not, but they're definitely on the ropes.
I can see that. And I don't even use
this is really rich coming from Vaughn, who immediately believed that Elon was buying up Google and fucking YouTube.
I know, yeah. That was after he fumbled the whole Twitter bag too. So.
Yeah, like come Vaughn, you are literally dumber than a fucking doornail.
Hey, what's up, Sydney? There's been so many fucking people hanging out in the chat tonight that I haven't even had the chance to say hi to everybody. If I didn't say hi to you yet, which I think I actually did probably say hi to like 80% of you, fucking call me out. Be like, you didn't say hi to me. I'll say hi to you. Give you your acknowledgement and pat on the head.
Asshole.
Yeah. Look,
goddamn asshole.
Look, it's easier when there's less people fucking chilling out, because then I can get a lot more personal and like read out more people's comments. But when there's tons of fucking people chilling out with us, it's like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot more challenging.
Well, it's immaterial. The point is that the gods are finally punishing these motherfuckers for siding with a bunch of goddamn trolls instead of coming to me and saying, hey, what's all this filth in your about section for, Vaughn? Instead of coming to me and confronting me, they listen to a bunch of goddamn domestic.
Yeah, I wonder why you'd get taken off Twitch.
Doing the Nazi salute.
Yeah, I wonder why you'd get taken off fucking Twitch, Vaughn. Maybe it's doing shit like that. Maybe it's from doing the Nazi salute. All right, what's up, Wilson?
I heard a boop.
I heard it.
Howdy.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Howdy, howdy.
I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah, so a lot of this whole stream is the fact that Vaughn doesn't realize how Twitch works.
He really doesn't.
Say it isn't so, Wilson.
I know, it's shocking, right?
It's shocking.
You don't make money off views. You make money off subs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing he doesn't fucking understand. And he not only does he not get any of the fucking well, you know, I think that Twitch does provide you a very small amount, just like YouTube on ad revenue. But yeah, most of that money's in subs. Most of that money's in fucking bits. You know, shit that people actually have to actively fucking send you. Just having people watch you is not enough. I remember this shit because I used to, you know, stream on Twitch fairly frequently. And it was more, it made me more money than streaming on YouTube did. But streaming on YouTube makes me more views, which is more fulfilling because I want to entertain people. I don't want to just make money. And all Vaughn cares about is making money. So it makes sense that he'd focus on Twitch, but he completely misunderstands the monetization, like you fucking said. Like, he would be making at most, like, probably like 10, 15 fucking bucks if he was actually fucking monetized and he actually got all the views that he's claiming he gets, which I don't believe either one of those came anywhere close to happening. It's lies upon lies upon lies. And it weirds me out so much because he's still trying to cling on to this idea that he can get his kids back when he's already admitted that they've apparently been fucking adopted. So you aren't getting back those kids. They're probably with a much better family, like, who could do better for them than you could ever do with your fucking terrible fucking income from streaming.
So my understanding is that, like, at the height of his Twitch viewership, yeah, Vaughn was pulling in like 1,000 views, like 1,500 views per video.
Really?
Yeah, because there were people in his area like watching his shit. Because after his mom died, Vaughn had a lot of eyes on him.
That makes sense. Yeah. So there was like that one peak period, sure, but I'm sure it fell off after that. Because, you know, people are going to lose interest in that type of shit unless I feel like the only way that people consume Vaughn on a consistent basis is watching people like Secular talk about him. You know, watching people like TGR fucking comment over him. It's very rare that I see someone like watching Vaughn raw. You know?
Well, that whole peak period, it didn't last long because we're talking about a guy that, like, he lost damn near 15,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel overnight.
Damn.
You mean 15,000 bots?
No, like, yeah, they might have been socks, they might have been dead subs, but yeah, he lost 15,000 subs damn near overnight after the Kelly shit happened.
Really? I didn't know that. That's fucking wild, man. I mean, is it really fucking surprising after that whole fucking situation went down? Yeah, I feel like for me at least, after the fucking kids got out of there, I kind of stopped caring about Vaughn for a while. Now I'm getting back into it, getting back into the lore, getting caught up, and it's wild how much you fucking miss when you even don't even pay attention to this dude for like one fucking month, because the conspiracies line up and pile up. You know,
with the whole like J-Dub's breakup, it's difficult to watch Vaughn because he only streams to Odyssey, oddly enough, using the same StreamYards that J-Dub's bought. But Odyssey is such a just horseshit platform that I can't even watch him live because I have to fucking refresh the page every 15 seconds.
It's always fucking buffering. Like, it's hard enough trying to get something up like this to watch with you guys, like just a regular ass video, but I can only imagine how bad a fucking live stream would be. Because, yeah, just clicking around on this video. You know how on YouTube, if you click around on a video, it'll fairly, like, consistently catch itself up?
Oh, yeah. Odyssey is absolute fucking dog shit.
And you know what? Because you and I have consumed another piece of content from Odyssey. You know, clips of a certain somebody. You know who I'm talking about. And yeah, those are almost unwatchable on Odyssey. Like, a lot of fucking content is almost unwatchable on here. You know, Wilson, I've got an honest question. Do you have any idea why he stopped uploading to fucking BitChute and shit and started using this shitty platform? Because
he can't. Yeah, he can't live stream on BitChute.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true. I doubt they'd let him on like DLive or any of those like associated live streaming websites.
He was on DLive for the longest time doing his quotation marks DJ shit, quotation marks.
Did he just give up on it and get bored, or did he like get banned?
I think that he might have gotten at least suspended because like it wasn't even him like doing any kind of DJ work. He was just playing copyrighted music.
Yeah, even on DLive, like you're gonna get shit for that. You know, because like, look, DLive is trying their best to be a legitimate website, so there's only so much you can get away with on there. Yeah.
So out of curiosity, do you know about the as Vaughn calls it, huge tube?
What?
Debacle?
No, I've never heard about that.
Yeah, it was
Excuse me, what?
Huge tube. It was a streaming service. I don't even know if it still exists, but it was literally called like Utah Gun Exchange.
I've never heard of this before.
He got kicked off of it because he did like an in-depth like description of how to install mods for games like Skyrim and Fallout.
Oh no. Did he give any examples?
No, basically people told, this streaming site that, yeah, this person is explaining how to install, bestiality and,
yeah,
PDF mods.
Damn, and he was held accountable for that shit? That's wild.
Well, now come to think of it, he didn't actually get banned or suspended. The second he got a strike, he left.
YouTube is still a thing.
It is?
Yep. What? Their tagline is broadcast freedom.
Is Vaughn another Pat Robert? What kind of what? I mean, what?
No.
What?
No.
No. I mean, they're both old dudes with white, gray fucking hair. Like, that's about it.
Didn't Pat Robertson die recently?
Thank you very much for being on here, Fit, by the way. I appreciate having you. It was very nice having you on here.
Bye, Fit. Have a good night.
She's got to go to bed. She's got an early day tomorrow. So, but yeah, I getting caught up on this dude's been wild.
Terrorists on fucking YouTube, a different service than Twitch. Instead of coming to me and saying, "Hey, man, did you do this?" Because it bound to have had some kind of.
If the question is, did Von Helton do something? The answer is usually yes, unless it's something good. You know?
Yeah, this was very shortly before he did the whole stream, explaining how the N-word is not racist. So he used the N-word numerous times, hard ER, on Twitch.
I didn't know that all played together with that too. Damn. That's fucking insane. So, wait, I've never heard Vaughn say, like, the actual, like, hard R word. That's fucking insane.
Neither have I.
What?
Me neither.
Yeah,
I've never heard him drop the hard ER?
I've never heard him. No, I've not. Not in all my fucking time watching.
You've never heard him talk about how they were running the streets of Cincinnati like wild dogs?
No, I've not heard that shit.
Oh man,
I now have I have an interest.
Yeah, we might have to watch that off air, but
yeah,
y'all definitely need to watch it. It's wild.
Yeah, so if I get a link to that, I'll also post it in the Discord server, so that way the audience doesn't have to like miss out on it if they're curious. Because yeah, we can't play that on YouTube, but
definitely not.
You guys deserve to hear that if you want to hear it. I've never heard that shit before. And it's not really, it's like, you guys heard my reaction, not surprising at all, but like, really? Like, probably one of the whitest dudes in the goddamn planet, and I know he claims otherwise, but look how fucking pale this dude is. He's almost transparent. I can see his fucking
head
internal
is reflecting
fucking
the light really well. Like,
it really is, yeah. My eyes! Yeah.
He's a fucking human beacon of Gundor.
How long until he turns into a chrome dome?
Tags to it, showing that it been recent.
Who's this Siskel guy? Is this the new fucking like?
He's a friggin' wackadoo flat earther that he's trying to be the new J-Dubs.
But he can't even like be bothered to put up a profile picture.
Oh no, the profile picture does show up, but it's very inconsistent. Yeah.
Well, his typical like profile picture is, Commander Sisko from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Recently done. It would almost
as if any of the fucking Star Trek cast would tolerate being around Vaughn. He'd be like one of the most insufferable fucking people that they can imagine.
Have had to.
Maybe the Cardassians.
I mean, the manager goes into someone's channel. I would think there would be, and they see something fresh. I would think it would be dated or something to where that they could tell that it was a bunch of trolls that put that filth in there recently and not something that I
think we should try out carbon dating on Vaughn.
Done years ago. But see, Twitch, in their fucking stupidity, instead of coming to me and saying, hey, man, what's all that, what's all this? And then I would have said, well, I never wrote that. That was a bunch of fucking filth put in there by YouTube trolls. And that would have been the end of it. But Twitch didn't come to me. Twitch didn't even bother to ask me. They just
because that's not how they operate. Like, if someone reviews your fucking content or like a report done on your fucking content, then yeah, they don't fucking talk to you about it. They'll just fucking give you a goddamn strike. And maybe it should be different, but it's not any different. And you didn't seem to have any issue when you were fucking going around and striking other people's channels for the same shit, or at least trying to. What's up, Buck? Too many layers of funk to accurately carbon date, Vaughn. That's fair.
Just ban my fucking account. Well, when they banned the account, they banned me. They banned my chance of getting my children back.
You had 3 fucking years, Vaughn.
Oh, 3 years, multiple opportunities.
Multiple
other platforms. You got banned from those, by the way. Like, you could have used YouTube to get banned.
13 chances to not have them taken away permanently.
12 chances too many.
You literally got a baker's dozen. Like
Christ on a fucking cross, Vaughn. You sound like Cyrex.
Yeah.
How you were a professional streamer on Twitch. You would have been making literal pennies. Because ain't nobody gonna fucking sub to you.
Yep. No one's sending you their bits.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna fucking donate to you. Because guess what? The entirety of your audience that watch you are us.
Yep. It's not even hate watch. It's just we like to see a car crash in slow motion. You know what I mean? That's what it boils down to.
Or watch slugs in slow motion.
Fucking listening, because after you go down in flames, I'm gonna sue your fucking ass. If there's anything.
With what money? With what money, Vaughn? $10?
You're gonna sue them after they go down in flames? I don't think you're gonna make much money. Let's see you could even do that. Like, that's such a dumb plan.
Dumber than a second coat of paint. Jesus Christ.
So, fun fact: one of the long-standing threats that Vaughn has thrown out there is towards a person by the name of Polly's Customs.
Okay.
That Vaughn claims that he has video evidence of Polly's Customs engaging in child trafficking.
What? That's quite the bold claim.
That's an allegation. Quite the bold
claim. Yeah, like, Jesus Christ.
I've tried to explain to Vaughn that if you have this evidence of this person conducting in child trafficking, and you have not turned it over to a district attorney,
then you're responsible for it in a way. Yeah,
you're committing a crime.
Exactly. Yeah, you're complicit, or you're like, yeah, you can't just use that type of bullshit if it's actually true. Which I think we know that Vaughn just makes up shit off the fucking top of his head, but you can't just make up shit and then like go around and like try to pretend like it's gospel. You either need to like actually fucking, put your money where your mouth is, and if it is true, fucking act on it and fucking tell the authorities, or you need to shut the fuck up and stop making up bullshit. Either way, it's one of the most despicable things that you can do is to make up shit about that. Man, it really makes it a lot more difficult to actually bring attention to the actual fucking issues of like, abuse and assault and all these fucking terrible things that happen every single goddamn day. It happens enough. There's enough terrible shit going on in the world. You don't have to make shit up. That's all it boils down to.
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyway, the point is that I lost my kids in part due to the fact of Twitch going down, because the judge said that I had to have an online job.
It's not a fucking job, you fucking dunce cap.
It really isn't. Unless you're rolling in those fucking bits, unless you can afford to pay your rent, to pay your fucking bills, and to eat, get food, all that fucking shit. Unless you can afford to, like, cover all the income that a job would provide you by streaming, then it's not a fucking job. It's a hobby. It's a hobby that you can make some tips off of.
Fuck me running. Cyrax made $100 in a month. And Cyrax thought that was like, I'm doing well for myself. I'm earning bank.
I assume that's the only fucking thing that he does, right? I don't know much about him. But yeah.
He's on a lot of different platforms. He's trying to come back to YouTube. He's gonna try to come back to Twitch, and then, like, his last Twitch account didn't last 3 hours.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
Because Marty and all of the people that are in that community, they got him. Like, as soon as it came forward, they got him. They are basically wrangling a chomo. Like, that is what they do.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. They don't call them customs for nothing.
Oh no. Motherfucker said it's true. Polly flips kids.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, Polly flips kids the same way you flip houses, because that's a fucking thing.
I didn't know this part either that Lusty mentioned. Polly has given Vaughn his full docs. Vaughn never did anything about it. Is that true?
Oh yeah. Yes. Wow. Like, Vaughn knows, like, Polly's, like, actual address. He's let it slip numerous times that, yeah, he said that he lives in X city in X state.
Yeah.
Vaughn has never done shit because it's Vaughn.
Yeah. He's he talks a big game, but he's never willing to actually do anything. He won't even change the fucking sheets in his bed. Like, I'm not worried about anything that he'll do. Anything that takes more than, like, a few clicks, he's not willing. Yeah.
Why would he change his sheets? His mom did right before she died.
Oh yeah. Good point. Wait, didn't we say earlier it's been like 2 years?
It'll be, I think, 2 years in December.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years in December.
Jesus Christ. So yeah.
I don't know if you can see it clearly in this video, but you might want to take a close look at the bottom corner of the door.
The bottom
like
corner,
not by the wall, but like swinging inward.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that there's like just a pile of like used ice cream cups.
Yeah, I can't really make it out here, but like I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Like right around this area, right, is where my eyes should be. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for what I'm pulling from, because this is not super. This is decently recent. June. Yeah, all right. I think he's uploaded something else since then, but
1,000 views per video. That would have brought in some decent money. I wouldn't
have.
No,
it wouldn't. You would have probably gotten like at most like $5.
Yeah.
You know?
A single hay penny.
Yep.
Twitter at all? Because it seems to be a lot better since Elon took over.
All right. You know what? With that, I'm done with this. With that, I'm done. I'm not even going to entertain this guy. Like, they're going to start talking about Elon Musk. I've heard Vaughn talk about Elon Musk so goddamn much. Yeah.
He really did not like the email that I sent him. Like, so you're claiming that Elon Musk runs this channel? And I show him, like, in the about section, which got him banned off fucking Twitch, that, yeah, it's a parody channel. You sound really fucking dumb. Like, real dumb.
Like, dumb as fucking dirt, Vaughn. Yeah.
Like, as dumb as you sounded when Dragnot tried to make the whole, like, interview with you and Nate Brody actually happen, to where you could speak to an actual, like, former district attorney. And you said no because G-Man told you not to. And then when I fucked with you, fucking J-Dubs had to make the comment that, yeah, Nate Brody couldn't possibly be a former district attorney because he sounds too black.
Wow. No.
What? Oh.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works at all, is it? All right.
No.
So yeah, there's been this really strange, like, I guess we're moving on to something else now. That's something I want to show you. It's like I guess this is like a palette cleanser, but there's been an insane fucking takeover of like AI generated content on YouTube. There's been like a lot of like song covers. There's been like shit like this, which I'm about to show you, which is like AI generated cartoons where it's basically like they have a bunch of the characters from like shows that you might be familiar with, and they just talk about random fucking topics. And a really weird topic came up on this episode of AI Family Guy that I want to show you guys.
Hey, everybody. Listen, I just saw in the chat that someone wrote Albania sucks. That's totally wrong. Albania is a great place, and everyone knows it.
Yeah, why did you accept?
Yeah, like that, for instance.
Well, if Albania's so great, then what about Underhaven? Her is even better.
Of course it is. Chris, Underhaven is great, and you may even find it more enjoyable, but that doesn't mean Albania doesn't. Anyone who thinks differently is just hating.
Wrong. Albania may not suck, but people often direct their grievances towards a place or a person to avoid taking responsibility for their own life choices. It's no wonder none of them ever amounts to anything. Preach it, Brian, preach it.
Well then.
I just got roasted by Brian and Stewie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's basically what fucking happened there. So yeah. Yeah, they can literally just bring up fucking anything, and I guess someone donated for them to talk about Underhaven. So, you know what? I might send in a donation to have them talk about Vaughn. I think that'd be kind of fucking funny. So.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
I did not purchase this donation. Some random person purchased it. But I kind of want to hear what Peter has to say about
Didn't
Vaughn.
someone get doxxed?
Yeah, someone got fucking doxxed.
Yeah.
Someone got outright fucking doxxed in that shit. Oh man, it was terrible. It was absolutely fucking terrible. Thank you very much to Wilson for joining in.
Thanks, Wilson.
Who also has an early morning, so thank you very much for joining in when you could. Probably be wrapping this shit up soon, honestly. Because I do still want to have some stuff for Saturday. Well, what else is in the fucking? Yeah, let's talk about the we can talk about the Reddit shit real fast, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Disney shit, and then we'll wrap this shit up because I do want to talk about that with you too, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But so yeah, there was this huge fucking protest. Most people probably know this part. There was this huge protest going on in Reddit recently because inspired by Elon Musk, Reddit has started charging for their API, which means that a lot of like secondary apps that work with Reddit. I believe I can't remember right off the top of my head, but there's this really big app that is basically like a more streamlined version of Reddit. And they're like the core of the dispute between these two. It's basically Reddit's going at it with a fan curated version of their app, and basically what it boils down to is like it's just going to add a lot more fucking restrictions. People are going to have to actually pay money on a monthly basis in order to have access to the same fucking features that they already had on the website to begin with. So in response, a lot of subreddits have been shutting down. Not permanently. I believe that it was only just for a few days that they were planning to do that. Just as a kind of like way to go dark and raise awareness of like, hey, well, the majority of people on here do not agree with this. We're against this. And trying to basically encourage Reddit to go back on their decision or face potential long-term consequences. But Reddit has been going around and removing the moderators who have been engaging in this blackout and replacing them. And they're basically forcing these subreddits to reopen back up. They're taking all the control out of the communities who actually built up these Reddits. And they're making the executive decision to replace people who aren't compliant. And rather than even trying to like listen or start a dialogue, and this was not very long. This was only like a few days of a blackout. I think at most like I heard about this shit for like
it was for most subreddits it was going to be like 2 or 3 days to protest the API upcharge.
And they weren't even okay with that.
No,
like,
no, they're literally trying to pry the doors open.
It must have been hurting their fucking bottom line soon. Like, they must have not been getting the fucking income that they were getting during those few days. And rather than try and actually, like, address the issue head on, what do they try to do? They try to fucking put a bandage on an open wound.
Yeah.
A gaping open wound.
Because a lot of the subreddits that did participate were huge. And when those huge subreddits go on a lockdown, that means that there's no ad revenue coming in. There's people not being able to see anything from there. So they are losing a shitload of money.
Mm-hmm.
It says right here, a user on the social media platform, Famachiki, made a post claiming one of their friends, a moderator for the large subreddit r/Tumblr, that's a bit weird, but okay, received a message informing her that she no longer has rights as a moderator, and that subreddit was once again public. That's absolutely insane. Reddit's done this shit pretty consistently for a long time. If they don't like who's in charge of a subreddit, then they'll just fucking wipe out all the staff and like assign someone new as like their figurehead or like their puppet, basically. It's really fucking sad. If you are on Reddit and you have a subreddit, I feel like more than any other community on any one of these like types of websites or apps, you do not own your community. You really don't. Like, if someone gets a fucking stray idea to like replace you at the fucking Reddit, mod staff team, they will fucking do that. Like, without a fucking second guess. I've never heard about that shit happen on like Discord servers. And even though Discord's been having some fucking shitty situations going on, we might talk about that more on Saturday because it's kind of like a developing situation. But I've never heard of any one of these like platforms going this far off the fucking rails. Not even Twitter, who like this entire shit decision to like monetize the API was inspired by, has made a fucking decision that I think is this fucking transparently evil. Like, this is genuinely like taking all the control away from the fucking people and saying, no, this thing that you made, this thing that you worked up for and built up for like years and years in some cases. Like, let me see how fucking old r/Tumblr actually fucking is. I'm curious. It sounds like it's been there for fucking ever. It is weird to me that there's a fucking Reddit for Tumblr, but whatever. How old is this?
There's a subreddit for everything.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This was created in 2009.
Yeah.
Has 1.3 million members. I don't know how long that moderator is actually on the mod team, but if it was even half that fucking goddamn time, that's literally an entire fucking decade of their life that they were putting into like taking care of and curating this fucking Reddit, only to have it torn away with a peaceful protest. That's what it was at the end of the day. People weren't calling for fucking violence. People weren't calling for like dock dropping. People weren't calling for like DDoS attacks. People were just like, you know what? For the next few days, we're making the decision to put our subreddits on private to raise awareness of what we believe to be an important issue.
Yeah, because I mean, Reddit is fun. One of the third-party apps that was using the Reddit API was extraordinarily popular. Like, Reddit is fun. Yeah, the name of the app is Reddit is fun.
Oh, okay. I see. That was another one that I was hearing about, but yeah.
There's it's like I think one of them is like Apollo or something like that.
Yeah, Apollo. That's the one I heard about. Yes.
Yeah, and then the other is Reddit is fun because I used to have Reddit is fun, and then I switched over to actual Reddit because there were some issues with like uploading stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Which happens. I mean, the third party app, but
yeah,
like the fact that they want to force these apps that have been around forever, that are hugely popular with a lot of people because, oh, hey, I can get all the shit that I picked out without having to worry about this extra stuff showing up on my page.
Yeah. Think about how many people wouldn't use Reddit if they didn't have that option too. So like, at the end of the day, it's probably a positive for their platform to have the API be free and have these apps be successful because they're still consuming content on Reddit. I assume they're still seeing those fucking ads and shit like that or something, Yeah. There's plenty of ways in which Reddit monetizes beyond just like, that type of shit anyway. I know that they have like, there's, Cake and I don't know the whole Reddit system super well, but I know that there's ways to reward like good posts and shit like that. Reddit makes money and they don't need to do this type of like money grubbing. They really don't. They were getting along just fucking fine for as long as Reddit's been around. They've gotten along just fine. They've made some boneheaded decisions, but none as fucking crazy as this. At the end of the day, I really think this is gonna like cut down their user base by a significant margin. Like eventually, I think that they'll see it as like the way the options will be like, whatever, you know, it's fine. Just like any other massive corporate website, we can get away with it. But I really do think it's gonna hurt them in the long run. And I hope
they're gonna go the way of Dig.
Dig. Yeah,
I remember they're gonna go the way of Dig.
Yeah, I remember Dig. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, so do I. I remember
That's a blast from
Dig was actually pretty cool for a time.
Yeah. Hey, do you dig it? Not anymore.
Can you dig it?
All right. Yeah, we talked about that. All right. We need a professional's opinion on this. Because people have been making a big stink about this being a potential attempt at Disney trying to extend their control over copyright of characters, and we have someone whose opinion matters the most of any of us on this. So
yeah,
do you think that this is actually like malicious, Mango?
No. So you see, what had happened was Disney knows what they're doing with their copyright. Right?
Okay.
Steamboat Willy has been their character forever. And Disney, knowing that Steamboat Willy is one of those classic characters, has redone their copyright for Steamboat Willy every time the deadline comes up because that's their character. Things like Winnie the Pooh, where Winnie the Pooh is now back in the public, where it's a public domain character again. That's one thing. That was
because they purchased Winnie the Pooh, right? So
right.
It's different.
Winnie the Pooh was not an original Disney character. Okay. Steamboat Willy is an original Disney character and is something that they re-up their copyright licensing to.
I didn't know about that distinction between characters that they've purchased and ones that they. So wait, will this eventually happen to Spider-Man?
So
okay. So Spider-Man's tricky. So the way that the licensing worked for Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, there's a few other Marvel characters that it also worked out for. From the time that the first movie came out in theaters with those characters, the company that put the movie out, they had 15 years for right of first refusal. Okay. Mm-hmm. So
I've heard you talk
Sony,
about that.
Being who Sony is, Sony has kept up with negotiating with them to be able to keep doing the whole Spider-Man thing, and it's worked. Like, it's worked out in their favor. They are on good terms right now. Disney can use Spider-Man in whatever the fuck they want for an ensemble movie. They just cannot do standalone movies without Sony.
And Sony gets to make a bunch of money.
Exactly.
So I've done a little bit of reading on the thing.
Okay.
So the thing is, as long as Disney uses the character Mickey Mouse, the copyright still remains. It's
Steamboat Willy is not
the short. The short will enter public domain. The character, depending on what happens, it can be possibly outside of copyright limits.
The short for Steamboat Willy. The short for Steamboat Willy has been in the public domain for a long time. That is why movies are able to use Steamboat Willy on like background TVs, where you see kids watching cartoons and stuff. They can use the Steamboat Willy short because that has been in the public domain. But Steamboat Willy himself as a character cannot be used by any company other than Disney because they retain the copyright.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. I mean, this was just like a very big controversy. A lot of people were thinking that this was like exclusively being made for that reason, and it seems like that is the intention for them to hold on to control of this character. But yeah, it seems like there was a lot of confusion about like the actual short itself and the character going into the public domain and how those are different things. So thank you for clarifying that.
Well, it seems like Steamboat Silly is supposed, because they've had a whole bunch of like anniversaries that have just happened like this year. So this seems more like an anniversary type thing where a newer version of Mickey meets an older version of Mickey.
It's Sonic Generations, people have been saying. Yeah, basically. All right. I mean, all right, good. I'm glad we talked about that. I'm glad we clarified that because yeah, it seems like a lot. It seems like there's a lot of confusion about copyright law, and you know, massive corporations haven't made it easy because they've been fucking with that shit for years. But yeah, it's nice to have someone on here who actually knows a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's a difference between, you know, the Steamboat Willy short and the character Steamboat Willy, because Steamboat Willy short has been in the public domain forever. Like that has been something that, you know, I think at one point there was like every kids movie that you saw where they showed like the parents talking and the kids in the background watching TV, Steamboat Willy was on because it was public domain and they could use it in their movies.
I never even thought much about that until like I found that weird because no matter what company it is, I would see that in the background and be like, hey, you're not Disney. How much did you pay like $1 million to have that in the background? But no, they didn't. Like,
no, it's public domain. Like,
well, actually, hang on. There was actually a bit of an issue with this because there was somebody who did research, and apparently the original copyright formulation at the time left out some really key details. So there was a bit of back and forth, and Disney got a hold of this and tried to sue the person who released the report, but then Disney didn't do anything. So it's
Disney's very good about trying to instill fear in people and not following through.
So wow.
Disney has literally sent cease and desist letters to daycare centers for using their characters on murals on their walls at their daycares.
Did you ever hear that story about the this is like you can clarify to me if this is fake news, but I've heard this perpetuated 1 million times, where apparently there was some dad who wanted to put like Spider-Man on his kid's grave, and Disney was like, nah. Is that true?
I am unsure if that is true.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Hold on.
I heard that. I don't want to say that's 100% true for sure.
I wouldn't say that it would have been Disney because the whole
there's
Disney
been
Marvel
Sony
thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It probably would have been Sony or Marvel proper.
Hey, buy a PlayStation, we'll consider it.
Let's see.
PlayStation. I remember those ads. Sony had some weird fucking ads for the PlayStation back in the day. Anyway, while you're doing your research, I want to show you something. I want to show you something real quick that's like kind of related, but what we were talking about earlier. All right, you see this Tumblr Reddit that we were talking about earlier? It says moderator list hidden, and outright lies to me here. We hide the moderator list in certain situations to help protect the safety of our moderators. Number 1, you are banned from the community. That's not the case. Number 2, you are logged out. Also not the case. We know the real reason why you're hiding this monitor list. Because you fucking banned people who are actually protesting. That's the only reason why. And you gave us a fake fucking reason too?
Okay. So
Jesus Christ.
I did some research and the father had, so it was 2019, so it was within the time that Disney did have, you know, Marvel. So kid's dad wrote a letter to Marvel and Disney requesting that he be able to put Spider-Man on the tombstone. And the reason that they said no is because there is a long-standing rule from Walt Disney himself in which he banned the use of Disney characters on grave, tombstone, and other memorial markings. He does not want, Walt Disney did not want any Disney characters associated with death and dying like that.
Yeah,
so it's a long-standing rule.
It's just strange because Spider-Man, people pointed this out, Spider-Man's whole origin story is, you know, involving losing a loved one. It's part of what made him who he is. So it's
I mean, so is the Lion King.
True. You know what? that also did come out long after Walt Disney was gone, though. So
yeah,
you could say it didn't live up to his original vision. Maybe Walt Disney would have hated that scene, you know? Who knows? But yeah, I know. Glad we talked about that Reddit shit and that Disney shit, because corporations are going to corporate, you know? Or
yeah, they're really good at corporating.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, okay. One last thing. Not really a story. Not really a story. Not really a story.
I'm still going to say, oh no.
So we touched upon AI generated stuff a little bit earlier, and there's something really fucking incredible that came out recently. It's like the best AI generated cover I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's not even close, and it's kind of scary, and I want to play a little bit of it because this one in particular has no like copyright over it, so it's 100% cool for me to show you guys. And we're gonna wrap up the show with this shit. I don't think we'll play the whole thing, but I want to play a little bit for you guys. Like the video if you like this shit. We'll be back on Saturday talking more fucking shit. And we'll have more interesting stuff to talk about. But let's take a look at this. This was created entirely using AI. Entirely. So, yeah.
Mr. Krabs, what's wrong with Patrick?
Aye, me boy. He seems to be drunk. Have ye been having a few triple gooberberry surprises tonight?
Well, maybe just a few.
Aye, well that's why, me boy. Say, this reminds me of an old sea shanty during my Navy days. Care to sing along and have some fun?
Sure.
All right, let's get to it. What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor? Lie in the morning, way up she rises, way up.
Isn't that fucking uncanny?
That is nuts.
Like,
why is this a thing?
It sounds exactly like the voice actors are singing it. Like, oh man.
She rises way up, she rises.
You know what Nickelodeon needs to do?
What?
Nickelodeon needs to release the tape. So the tape. For those of you that don't know, there is an episode of SpongeBob in which SpongeBob and Patrick learn a bad word. It's written on the dumpster outside. SpongeBob repeats it. They do dolphin noises over it. It's the whole thing.
But they actually recorded it, didn't they?
In the script for that episode, Tom Kenny and all of them saw where it said ad lib fake cussing. And they were like, this is really, really hard to do. Like, we can't just... Can we have permission this one time to like do it in our voices and then like y'all edit over it? And that's how they did that episode. They were cussing full on in their characters' voices. And that tape is somewhere at Nickelodeon Studios, and they need to release the goddamn
They
tape.
really do, yeah. Like, I would make many sacrifices just to fucking see that shit. Because I've heard about that for quite a while.
I'd like to hear that.
At first, I thought that was just a rumor, but the fact that it actually got confirmed after a while, like, that exists out there somewhere.
Like, Tom Kenny himself confirmed it. He was like,
Tom Kenny
people
was
ask
the
about
one.
this all the time.
Yeah. Damn, I honestly, because I was in camp, like, I don't think that they actually did that for the longest time. Like, I was like, I don't think that they would actually do that, but they did, and I love it. I want to see it.
Head up, she rises, way head up, she rises, way head up, she rises early in the morning. Shave is Billy with a rusty razor, shave is Billy with a rusty razor, shave is Billy with a rusty razor, lie in the morning.
The crazy thing about this is they're actually fucking singing. Like, there's harmonization and shit like that. How the fuck do you do this with AI? Look, to whoever made this guy Discovery, I don't know what kind of fucking wizard crack you were fucking putting in the fucking machine to make this fucking shit happen. Look at me, I'm saying fuck way too much, but dude, this is really not scary because in this case it's being used for like something fucking hilarious. It's really fucking cool. I love this, and I love seeing technology used for just silly stuff like this. But it's also really kind of worrisome because, like, imagine. I feel like there's a lot of concerns that have been going around lately. Imagine the fake news that could be made with this type of technology. Like, you could just have Donald Trump or Joe Biden or whoever the fuck you want say whatever the fuck you want. And there's enough people that just believe whatever they hear anyway.
I mean, yeah, the deep faking is getting more prevalent.
It is, but something that you have to remember is you have to have like really good video of the person's voice or the person's face to be able to get it to work correctly, because if you type in that search bar AI beer commercial,
those things are fucking cursed. Or the AI pizza commercial, like
that's the one right there. That one. Watch it, because this is what AI does without having those prompts, without having permanent figures
with no direction. Yeah,
right.
I've never seen anyone drink like that.
Everything's on fire. People
everything's
are making out with their beer bottle.
Everyone's 240p for some reason.
Yeah. Because this AI needs to have some sort of starting point for it to be able to accurately generate. And so that's why you have this beer commercial with no one talking, no one acting like people.
Those are some great letters right there.
Oh, yeah. They're perfect.
Those are some fantastic letters. I can understand everything that's being said and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. All right, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on Saturday.
We should watch more AI commercials on Saturday.
You want
to? Because the AI pizza ad is really, really creepy.
Yeah, it is.
Creepy as shit.
Well,
it's surreal.
Hopefully we'll have
I'll drop
Lizard
it in the reminders.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have Lizard here to torture with that shit. We can expose someone else to the terrorism.
Oh yeah, he had a long day at work today.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, yeah. I mean, that was a great fucking show. We had great viewership all throughout, and yeah, thanks to the people who spread that shit around like wildfire. I really appreciate you guys. Anytime you guys take the extra initiative to not just watch the show, but to help get other people to watch that shit, whether you're liking, you're sharing, I really appreciate every single one of you. And I couldn't be happier for what I have when it comes to panelists and viewers. So thank you guys very much.
No.
And I will bid you adieu until Saturday, everybody. Have
Later,
a good night.
folks.
Take it easy.
Bye.